Yesterday, after an alarming 911 call, what we've learned about what actually happened. And firefighters in Yakima are still searching for funding after one possible solution is now off the board. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Friday.
Yes.
Welcome to the weekend. And my goodness, we are looking at chilly temperatures today. We've been chilly all this week.
So chilly.
Really for the middle part, since the middle part of September. Remember, it was hot.
Yeah, what happened?
2 weeks ago, we were in the 90s.
Yeah.
Now we're barely making it to the 60s. Even for Hefner, Athena, they're not even making it to the 60s. Get ready for a cool Friday, but a bit of a warmer weekend ahead, still below our average. Let's take a look outside, and good morning, Jill, and good morning, everyone. So get ready for chilly conditions. We're seeing chilly conditions this morning, especially in Ellensburg, but we are going to be looking at things warming up as we get into tomorrow and especially on Sunday. So we are seeing shower activity just to the southwest of our areas and maybe just a little cell trying to break through, but plenty of cloud coverage. We have a chance of seeing some late morning, early afternoon showers, mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region. Then things should move along for our weekend. Plenty of cloud coverage today. Highs, as I said, lower 60s. We're about 15 degrees or so off of our usual highs, our averages. So chilly conditions throughout. So bundle up as you're heading out the door. And again, you may need an umbrella for a little time today. Again, mid-Columbia and Blues this late morning, early afternoon for those showers. And then even cooler today. Nicer though for the weekend. I'll break it all down in my forecast. That's coming up. But right now, I'm going to send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. An update to an earlier traffic alert out of Oregon. I-84 has been reopened following an earlier closure. According to the Oregon Department of Transportation, the eastbound lanes of I-84 were closed from 7 miles east of Pendleton to La Grande due to a truck crash last night. The Sunnyside School District says the high school and Harrison Middle School had to be put into lockdown yesterday afternoon because someone called 911 talking about a shooting at Sunnyside High. 2 nearby elementary schools went into secure and teach protocol. Sunnyside police went through the entire building and did not find any sign of a shooting or even any evidence of a gun. Officials were able to confirm that students were safe within about an hour of that 911 call. Making a fake 911 call is a crime in the state of Washington. If someone gets hurt or dies as a result of the fake call, it becomes a felony. Investigators have not said if they have identified where the 911 call in yesterday's incident came from. 2 juveniles have been arrested for assault and theft in Walla Walla. The Walla Walla Police Department says one of the males stole alcohol from a Shell station while the other paid for an item Wednesday night. They allegedly attempted to do the same at a Chevron about 40 minutes later. Police say the clerk confronted the pair, which resulted in a physical altercation. The suspects ran out of the store, one of them allegedly displaying a knife and making threatening statements. Yesterday afternoon, the 2 juveniles were arrested and booked into the Juvenile Justice Center. Approximately 20,000 gallons of gasoline and groundwater mixture has been recovered from the sump beneath the Marcus Whitman Hotel in Walla Walla. An estimated 1,500 to 3,000 gallons of which is recovered gasoline. Staff at the wastewater treatment plant have been monitoring the wastewater system throughout the incident and have observed no evidence of gasoline entering the system. And monitoring of Mill Creek continues to detect no evidence of contaminants entering the waterway. The city of Yakima is struggling to come up with a solution to help sustain firefighting services over the next couple of years. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us their latest idea to band together with nearby agencies to regionalize services has hit a dead end.
No one wants to close a fire station in the city of Yakima due to a projected shortfall for the general fund budget for 2025 to 26. But
if we stay the status quo, the revenue projections will be far under the expenditures.
One option to form a regional fire authority with neighboring fire departments and districts, which would make them separate from the city and give them more options to generate revenue, but would require a feasibility study.
The consulting bids, were not cheap. I think the least expensive was $40,000 and the most expensive was $100,000.
At a recent meeting, neighboring fire agencies made their position clear.
The chief from East Valley and West Valley and the chief from Sealet pretty much got up and said, we are all happy with our current position.
West Valley Fire Chief Nathan Craig says creating an RFA doesn't align with their goals.
To remain an independent department, not merging, not annexing, no RFAs, so long as we're able to meet our mission.
Craig says they're not opposed to doing a study, but
we just said we're not willing to pay for a study for something we're really not, gung-ho to do right now.
With no neighboring agencies on board, city officials say a study isn't worth it.
It's pretty much stalled and not going to be moving forward at this time.
The fire chief says they're not expecting cuts this year, and they're still working on the city's budgets for the next few years.
In October, we'll start working on closing the loop on a lot of the presentations that were given early in the spring.
Hopefully, looking at other revenue options that might let them keep that fire station open for years to come. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The Center for Latino Leadership is pushing back on a recent decision on a lawsuit that invalidated the state's political map for the 15th legislative district. The decision ruled the map was drawn in a way that unfairly split up Latino voters into different districts, making it harder to group together and elect a candidate of their choice. But the Center for Latino Leadership says invalidating that map and having it redrawn might actually make re-election harder for Nikki Torres, currently the only Latina senator in Eastern Washington.
It's certainly concerning thinking that, this effort, which is supposed to increase or improve Latino representation, could ultimately result in unseating this Latina that's currently elected.
The state has until February of next year to put a new equitable political map in place. If they don't, the court will take over the process to make sure a new map is in place for the 2024 election. The Yakima YWCA has had to turn away more than 600 families seeking shelter from domestic violence already this year, and it's working on getting the funding for a second shelter. SELA man Brian Harris, whose daughter Emily Harris was murdered by her husband in 2020, is working to change that. Living in a dog cage for a little over 3 days this week, he was able to raise more than $72,000 for the YWCA in honor of his daughter. That brings the total to more than $522,000 the family has been able to raise for the organization in the past 3 years. A 19-year-old is dead after a fatal crash inside Granger city limits last night. According to Washington State Patrol, a 19-year-old male was driving southbound on State Route 223 at Indian Church Road. Around 6 p.m., the vehicle left the roadway before coming to rest on its top inside of the canal. The cause of the crash is under investigation. A follow-up to a story we brought you yesterday on Good Morning Northwest. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office has identified a man found dead in the city of Mesa. The Sheriff's Office says a 911 call led to the discovery of the body of 53-year-old Robert Shervinell in a camp trailer on a vacant lot across from the Mesa Post Office on First Avenue. An autopsy will take place today to determine how he died. The Sheriff's Office says it has interviewed 2 people of interest but has not made any arrests. If you have information that can assist the investigation, call non-emergency dispatch at 509-628-0333 and ask for Detective Sergeant Warren. A tail-wagging spectacle kicked off yesterday in Columbia Park near the Playground of Dreams in Kennewick. The Richland Kennel Club's Tri-City Cluster Dog Shows involves 4 days showcasing the best dogs in the region. This event is all about celebrating these furry friends and the joy they bring. You'll be able to witness a diversity of dog breeds and all their unique qualities.
We have Fast Cat, which is a lure coursing event going just a couple acres away. And we have junior handling. We give out big scholarship money for the junior handlers when they go on to college. So we have many things.
There will be local vendors and food trucks available, and admission is free for everyone. The event runs from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it continues through tomorrow. A traffic alert. Bombing Range Road will close at Keene Road in both directions overnight this coming Tuesday from 5 in the morning until Wednesday morning at 5. West Richland Police posted this map to its Facebook page to help drivers understand what's happening there. This closure allows work crews to conduct final paving at the bombing range and Keene Road's intersection. Keene Road will remain open westbound, but drivers won't be able to turn at Bombing Range Road. You'll find detours set up in the area. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Sunrise is getting later and later, but we're looking at a mild day today. Quite chilly though, and we'll get you ready for that weekend as well. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, there's a new program designed to provide mental health support to seniors in the Tri-Cities. We'll tell you how to get involved coming up next.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on char-broiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet. Repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
The Toyota Concert Series at this year's Central Washington State Fair is jam-packed with entertainment you won't want to miss. See country heartthrob Chris Lane on September 26th. Worship with Christian superstar Jeremy Camp on September 27th. Laugh out loud with comedian Jeff Allen on September 28th.
Sit in a chair, move your arm up and down. You're racking up steps, Jack.
Fair admission is included with all concert tickets. Get your tickets at the State Fair Park box office or online at fairfun.com.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on char-broiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. Well, according to a recent study done by Mental Health America, about 58% of people aged 65 and older believe it is normal to get depressed as they grow older. This is why Lord's Health is announcing that they have partnered up with Senior Life Solutions to help meet that community's mental health needs. Apple Valley News Now's Anna Trejo explains.
This population is growing rapidly more than ever, and older adults need to know that this doesn't need to become their new norm. Symptoms of depression and anxiety often go unnoticed or overlooked.
They've recognized that there was such a need for mental health services for the senior population in this area specifically, and so they partnered with Psychiatric Medical Care to bring this program here, and we are finally ready to see patients.
This program includes a board-certified psychiatrist, licensed therapist, a registered nurse, and other professionals dedicated to the emotional well-being of senior citizens. The groups are typically 7 to 10 people, and they get to share personal experiences as well as their strengths, which can boost self-esteem and confidence. Life Solutions also offer family therapy, medication education and management, and aftercare planning.
We have individual therapy is usually 2 times a month, and we have a psychiatrist that can provide medication management that our patients will see monthly. And these are all a requirement of the program.
Becky says a clinician can provide a confidential assessment to determine if you or a loved one are eligible for this program. and anyone can make a referral to be seen at their office.
We do require insurance, and we try really hard to make sure that nobody who comes into this program has an out-of-pocket cost.
Becky's goal is to educate other healthcare professionals about mental health wellness and the challenges that come with aging. That is why.
Personally and professionally, to really grow this program into 2 tracks so that we can help a lot more people.
Ana Trejo, Apple Valley News Now.
Oftentimes, the physical symptoms of anxiety and depression are the most apparent. Some of these symptoms can be low energy, changes in appetite, stomach issues, and change in sleeping patterns. A new study finds where adolescents pick up their cues on alcohol consumption. Researchers found teens of parents who regularly drank alcoholic beverages or binge drink were 4 times more likely to drink alcohol themselves. Binge drinking is defined as at least 4 drinks for women and 5 for men on one occasion. Alcohol can negatively impact teenage brain and health development. More than 45% of kids who began drinking at the age of 13 or younger develop alcohol problems. Experts also think substance abuse has a strong genetic influence. You can find the study in the journal Adolescent Health. Coming up, Baltimore police have arrested a man in the killing of a Baltimore tech entrepreneur last week, as authorities allege the suspect was in the midst of a violent rampage. And folks, all of your First Alert weather forecast. We're entering October this weekend. Will it be spooky in the forecast? I'll let you know next on Good Morning Northwest.
Fall is almost here. Before the winter months hit, now is a great time to make sure your trees and shrubs are ready for the weather ahead. Top Tree Service is your best bet for tree trimming and removal projects. Our ISA certified arborists know how to tackle your tree trimming in a way that promotes future growth and preserves the health of your trees. To learn more, visit us online at toptreellc.com or call Top Tree today to schedule your free estimate.
The fall sleep savings have arrived this week to all Walker's Furniture locations, and that means a great time to improve your sleep for less, as Walker's marks down many of their best-selling name brand mattresses or take advantage of special 5 years financing with no money down. So you can get that new Serta Perfect Sleeper mattress and pay for it later. Plus, get an additional $300 of free furniture with select sets sold this week at Walker's.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Are you ready for some Seahawks on Monday Night Football? It's a big NFC East-West showdown as Pete Carroll and our Seattle Seahawks battle the New York Giants on Monday Night Football at 5. Then see a special primetime Apple Valley News Now. It's on Monday.
Welcome to the show. Next 5, Real Housewife icon, Countess Luann de Lesseps. Plus, Let's Dance Week concludes with Rumba.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you had a wonderful Thursday. Hope you have a great weekend planned, and we should be looking more settled down as we head into our weekend, though we could see a little bit more shower activity today. We have quite a bit of cloud coverage coming through our regions. We have showers to the southwest in the Dalles right now, kind of just slowly moving, and we do expect to see possibly that coming into our areas, of course, very slowly. As we move along in our morning, we could see a little bit of shower activity, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Pendleton. Looks very light if it does come. Then as we move into our afternoon, a little more scattered for the Tri-Cities, but a little bit more, and including a cell or two that could be a little bit heavier for Walla Walla and Pendleton. That'll move along by the time we get to our overnight period. So we do see showers coming to the east of our areas as we get into tomorrow morning, but that should be keeping at bay, just at the Blue Mountains themselves, probably the eastern slopes. If it moves a little bit west, though, it could get into the Blue Mountain region, but doubtful. We do have a change coming tomorrow as most of our weather system has been kind of ruled by this upper level system track. Now it is a force field from shower activity, which is moving now into mostly central and eastern Montana. So we do look to be staying dry, and we are going to warm up tomorrow for Yakima and by Sunday for the rest of our areas. So current temperatures, chilly, 49. Actually, our hot spot now is 50 degrees in Hermiston, 38 for Ellensburg. So we are seeing chilly conditions this morning. Make sure you bundle up. Today, our high for the Tri-Cities, 62. That is 14 degrees below our average. Not much warmer tomorrow. Again, some of our areas will start to warm up tomorrow. Not really the Tri-Cities, but below average for all of our cities for the week ahead at least, and most likely into more of the middle part of October. So wind speeds are very light today, and they're going to continue to be for our weekend. They'll pick up slightly as we get into Monday, and then a little bit up and down for your next work week. Hey, foliage time. If you missed it yesterday, just wanted to show you when to expect those leaves to change in our area, and we're in this kind of light olive green. Will be in late October. If you're driving over the Cascades anytime soon, though, trees are going to change there any day. So our highs today, let's take a look at that. We are seeing highs in the lower 60s almost across the board, maybe a couple upper 50s in there, but just about 30 to 25 degrees off of where we were just 2 weeks ago. 7-day forecast. We warm up for Yakima tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies and sunny skies for your Sunday. Then we're right around that 70-degree mark into our next work week. Again, a skiff or two of showers possible. Tri-Cities area, mid-60s through tomorrow. More cloud coverage tomorrow, at least in the early hours. Then sunshine Sunday and a little bit of cloud coverage to start your work week next week as we hit October on Sunday. So today, seeing cool conditions, could see some shower activity, mid-Columbian blues, late morning, early afternoon, but plenty of cloud coverage throughout all of our areas with highs in the lower 60s.
We turn now to chilling new details about the murder of a young tech CEO in Baltimore and how she encountered the man who would allegedly go on to kill her. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the story.
This morning, investigators are revealing key details in the murder of Pava Lapierre, the tech CEO found dead at her Baltimore apartment building.
Hi, I'm Pava. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Ecomap.
According to court documents, surveillance video shows Lapierre was in the lobby when a man outside, now identified by police as Jason Billingsley, waved her over. Then, the victim opens the lobby door and began to talk to the unknown male, and they get on the elevator together. The documents claim Billingsley is seen on the video about 40 minutes later, scrambling for an exit and wiping his right hand on his shorts. Days later, Lapierre was found on the roof of the building, half clothed with apparent trauma to the head, face, and body, along with a brick nearby.
She was the definition of daddy's little girl. She had me wrapped and still does. She turned from being daddy's little girl into being a girl boss.
Police have said there is no reason to believe Lapierre knew Billingsley, who was arrested after a manhunt. He was also wanted in connection with an attempted murder, arson, and rape just 2 days before Lapierre's murder, about a mile from her apartment. Police say Billingsley worked at that building and knew the victims. Police say they did not publicize his arrest warrant in that case because that incident was a targeted attack.
I know this arrest does not bring back Pava Lapierre, but my hope is at least we can give a sense of closure to the city of Baltimore, the victims of all of his crimes and all their families.
Back in 2015, Billingsley was sentenced to 30 years in prison after pleading guilty to sex crimes. But a judge suspended 16 years of that sentence, and last year Billingsley was released early for good behavior. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, Tesla is under fire as the U.S. government files a lawsuit claiming the company allowed racism at one of its factories.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off many of our top name brands, or take advantage of special 5 years financing with no money down. So you can shop the amazing special offers today and pay for it later, making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less during the fall savings event this week at Walker's.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. A U.S. government lawsuit alleges that Tesla allowed racism at its factory in Fremont, California. The suit filed Thursday accuses the automaker of allowing repeated and overt displays of racism towards black employees. Racial slurs were allegedly used by non-black employees when speaking to black employees at the factory. The suit also alleges instances of racist taunts and threats, including death threats, and says that black employees who complained about the behavior were subject to retaliation. This is not the first time Tesla has faced legal repercussions for alleged racist behavior in the Fremont factory. Shortly before the California state suit was filed last year, Tesla published a blog post denying the allegations. Tesla did not respond to a request for comment on the latest suit. The lawsuit makes no specific monetary demands, but also asks a jury require Tesla to pay alleged victims for the conduct they were subjected to and other damages. The Department of Labor is now investigating Purdue Farms and Tyson Foods over possible child labor law violations. The investigation of the chicken processing plants following a report from the New York Times earlier this month. The report mentioned an underage migrant worker was severely injured while working for a sanitation company hired by Purdue in Virginia. Purdue says it plans to cooperate fully with any government inquiry on this matter and take appropriate actions based on the findings. Tyson has yet to comment. Coming up, if Congress is unable to reach an agreement before Saturday's shutdown deadline, millions of federal workers face not receiving a paycheck, including those in the U.S. military and federal offices being closed. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
For real? Missing kickoff? Not on my watch. Ultima's fuel-efficient VC turbo engine hustles like an MVP. Game on.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Get a low $329 per month lease on Altima or get 0% financing for 36 months on the Altima SRVC Turbo.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $20 on the BG857 battery blower. Real steel. Find yours.
It's like being in a lava lamp. Sagebrush and Bloom, your retro decor store. Groovy clothing and far-out furniture, and the music that takes you back. Sagebrush and Bloom, the vintage store you've been looking for. With close to 20 vendors, there's something for everybody. Come visit us today.
15 years, never seen anything like this.
I didn't know I was gonna cry right now.
I believe in you.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man, it's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the titanium iPhone 15 Pro on us. US Cellular, built for us.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Today, lawmakers will hold a test vote in hopes of preventing a government shutdown just one day before Saturday's deadline. And with the shutdown risk growing, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy may soon find himself out of a job.
And cooler temperatures today with a chance of showers with cloudy conditions. I'll get you ready for your weekend, my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to the weekend.
We've made it.
It's my favorite thing to say.
I know.
I love it. And
yes.
A lot of good things this week. Now, Cougar fans, you have a weekend off. They have a bye week this week. So maybe see some of the family.
Rest up. Get ready for the next one.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because they'll be back in action a week from tomorrow. But we are looking at chilly conditions throughout our regions and maybe a little bit of shower activity. Let's take a look outside. Starting to see some light. Welcome to the weekend, everyone, and we are going to be looking chilly today as we are, again, we were in the 90s just 2 weeks ago. I know it seems forever ago, but we definitely were. So we're about 30 or 25 degrees off of what we were just a fortnight ago. We do have plenty of cloud coverage coming into our area, so do expect that this morning. Some of the shower activity could transition into the Tri-Cities in the Blue Mountain region as we get to our late morning to early afternoon. Highs today, lower 60s for the Yakima region. Again, quite a lot of cloud coverage today. Shouldn't see too much of the sun. Lower 60s. Again, best time for showers for the Tri-Cities and Blue Mountain region late morning, early afternoon. So what are we talking about? Light showers, possible, even cooler and nicer for your weekend. I'm going to get to all of that in my full forecast. That's coming up, but right now we're going to send it back to Jill.
Breaking this morning, Dianne Feinstein, the longest serving female U.S. Senator in history, has died, according to a source familiar. She was 90 years old. Feinstein, a Democrat, was first elected to the U.S. Senate in 1992 after a historic political career in San Francisco. In her later years, the California Democrat's health was the subject of increasing scrutiny and speculation. Feinstein, who was the Senate's oldest member at the time of her death, also faced questions about her mental acuity and ability to lead. Feinstein's death will hand California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom the power to appoint a lawmaker to serve out the rest of Feinstein's term. The U.S. Congress is barreling towards a government shutdown without a solid plan in sight to avert one. Now lawmakers have less than 48 hours to come up with an agreement, or millions of Americans could be furloughed without pay. ABC's M. Nguyen has the latest from Washington.
This morning, mounting tensions on Capitol Hill as House Speaker Kevin McCarthy wrestles with hard-right Republicans to make a deal that would avert a government shutdown.
Why would they side with Biden on an open border when we have an opportunity to do something like it? Are they doing it for that reason? Are they doing it for personal reasons? Doing chaos?
Today, McCarthy plans to hold a test vote on a far-right bill urging his GOP conference to unite and approve a measure that would slash federal funding by 8% and toughen border security while temporarily keeping the government open. But at least 10 GOP members are against any continuing resolution.
Do you believe McCarthy has the votes if he puts that CR on the floor tomorrow?
No, he doesn't.
It will fail.
Yeah.
The House passed 4 of the 12 appropriations bills needed to fund the new fiscal year, but they're considered dead on arrival in the Senate. If a shutdown comes October 1st, as many as 4 million federal workers, including 20,000 Border Patrol officers, could be furloughed or asked to work without a paycheck.
We can't have the lack of security of our border.
Notably, a shutdown could also impact more than 1 million active duty service members, including Austin Carrick's husband. This mom saying they rely on every paycheck to help with their daughter's medical expenses.
They are literally playing games with our lives. We mean nothing to them, but they expect my husband to go fight their wars. That's not fair.
Meanwhile, the Senate unveiled a stopgap measure that would keep the government open until mid-November, but it includes funding for Ukraine, something McCarthy has indicated is a non-starter for House GOP members. Conservative hardliners are floating potential candidates should Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy be ousted. That's according to 4 GOP sources familiar with the conversations. Frustrations with the California Republican had grown ahead of a potential government shutdown, but GOP sources say there is no formal mobilization effort to recruit a challenger or whip motion to vacate votes. It's also not clear anyone else could get the majority of 218 votes. Should McCarthy face a removal vote, the Speaker is likely to fight it out on the floor, making the push to remove him more challenging. McCarthy critics believe they'll have the votes to oust him. That's even as the Speaker has repeatedly said he's not concerned about such a vote and believes he could win it.
Shut down the Speaker's fault for handling the way he handled the spending bills?
In my opinion, it is, right? You're the leader, right? You take credit for the wins and you take ownership and accountability of the losses. And quite frankly, I don't believe, based on what I've seen, that there was any real effort to do the appropriations process. Mm-hmm. That's what I believe.
Should he be out of a job?
You know, I think that members should be looking for stronger leadership. And you know what? Quite frankly, I know that people in my district that I represent want to see stronger leadership, so I'm all about it.
Speaker McCarthy has refused to say if he would try to cut a deal with Democrats if conservative hardliners bring down his stopgap measure to avert a government shutdown. That vote is scheduled for today. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Chilly conditions expected today with maybe a little bit of shower activity as we end September and begin October this weekend. I'll get you ready for all of that. My first alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, wholesale experts Costco have debuted a new hot ticket item that's flying off the shelves.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra. Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Did you know Astria Health has a board-certified plastic surgeon offering cosmetic and reconstructive procedures? If you're struggling with your appearance or want to repair damage, Astria offers several treatments and procedures, including surgical options. Dr. Bronson offers breast procedures, abdominoplasty, liposuction, facelifts, and more. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to Dr. Bronson. Astria Health, exceptional rural healthcare close to home.
Hi, I'm Gino from Italstone. We just received a new container of quartz Britannica Gold made in the USA. Visit at Italstone today to see, touch, and choose from a huge inventory in stock. At Italstone, we measure, fabricate, and install your kitchen and bath countertops in 5 to 7 days. No one can beat Italstone prices, apples to apples. Here at Italstone, we are with you every step of the way.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups plus. Make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Stacy Lee. She knows the Northwest, and she knows Northwest weather.
And we're always working to make sure you get smart, complete forecasts.
Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather, weeknights at 5, 6, and 6:30. She's on your side.
Welcome to the show. Next live, Real Housewife icon, Countess Luann de Lesseps. Plus, Let's Dance Week concludes with Rumba.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Jason, here's a new one to add to your Costco shopping list, a gold bar. The retailer is selling 1-ounce 24-karat gold bars for just under $2,000 each. They've been available on Costco's website and come individually stamped with a unique serial number.
A Costco top executive says they're a hot item and are selling out within a couple hours after being posted to the Costco website. The bars come from South African mining company Rand Refinery and Swiss precious metal supplier Pamp Swiss. The gold is non-refundable and ships via UPS.
All right, are you going to add that to your list, Jason?
It's at that price for gold. That's not a bad price. That's a good. Okay. That's a great price.
I don't know.
That's why it went quick. It's a good price. You would expect that from Costco.
Well, Costco and their prices.
Yeah.
You know.
So keep an eye out for that. All right, quick look outside. I got your first alert weather forecast coming up next.
And restoration efforts are officially underway for areas affected by the Gray Fire. That's coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Fred's has the latest Samsung kitchen appliances in stock and on sale. Save up to 15% when you bundle 3 select appliances.
Samsung bespoke models let you customize the look of your kitchen with a huge variety of colors to choose from.
Choose from gas or electric ranges in a variety of colors and styles.
Need a new dishwasher? Samsung dishwashers have dual wash arms and a rotating spray jet to clean even the dirtiest dishes.
Stop by your local Fred's Appliance and see the latest in kitchen appliances.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. See why over 1 million membership families save more at Bi-Mart. Arriving in your mailbox this week, you'll find 16 pages of everything you need for your Northwest lifestyle, including Halloween candy and decor. Bi-Mart's one-time $5 membership unlocks a lifetime of savings. Bi-Mart has it all for less. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Listen up. You've got 4 days and 4 days only to save like never before during the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. No limit. You'll also find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, dining tables and chairs, bedrooms, and much, much more. Plus no interest until January 2028. But don't wait. The 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Welcome to Avira Auto Sales, your buy here, pay here, family-owned car lot. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with low down payments. We work with you to get you approved. And now until the end of summer, mention this ad and get $1,000 off your purchase. So come see us today at 3310 Main Street in Union Gap, next to the Union Gap Food Mart, or visit us online at aviraAutosales.com.
A flight over the golf course at Birch Creek. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Starting to see a little bit of light, but quite a bit of cloud coverage, and that's going to be the name of the game today as we see more cloud coverage coming in. We'll see some breakage, especially as we get to Sunday for your weekend. A little bit of shower activity rumbling very slowly through the Dalles and just to the southwest of our areas, and now just to the south of Pendleton. We could see some shower activity start to form as we get into our afternoon and early morning hours. So let's take a look at what we can expect as we move along into, this is just before noon, shower activity very possible, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Pendleton, just on the periphery there. Then it's going to move a little bit to the east as we move into our evening hours, and that will come to an end for the Blues as we get into our overnight period. Now we have more shower activity just to the east of the Blue Mountain region, and that's going to continue for a pretty good part of your morning and your Saturday itself. That will be keeping though at bay just on the maybe as far west as the eastern slopes of the Blues, but we have what's been causing all of our showers and cool temperatures continues to bring in those cool showers, but it's stopped bringing, cool temperatures, but it has stopped bringing in those showers. It's moved them off into the east, into mostly central and eastern Montana. So wet for them, but drier this weekend for us. So our temperatures right now, all the way from 38 in Ellensburg to 50 in Hermiston. And our highs today are going to be very cool. This is for the Tri-Cities. We are about 15 to 14 degrees off of our average for today. We're taking a little while to warm up for your weekend, like Yakima tomorrow will be 67, but we're going to slowly start to get warmer into our next work week, our first week of October. October 1st is Sunday, and we still, for the week ahead, are below our average for the entirety of it. That should continue into more of the middle part of October. So wind speeds, they're very light, and we do expect them to stay light as we head into our weekend. They'll pick up a bit though as we head into Monday in our next work week, 10 to maybe 15 mile per hour. Hey, when are your leaves going to change? We ran this yesterday. I wanted to run it again just to make sure people saw it. And as we move into the latter part of October is when our leaves should change. Quickest though, if you're heading over to the west side, early October for the Cascades. Let's take a look at our highs today. We are in the lower 60s pretty much for all of our cities. Again, warmer temperatures await us for your weekend, but just chilly. Grab a coat as you're heading out the door. 7-day forecast up to 67 for Yakima tomorrow, then sunny and 70 for Sunday. That will feel warm, and we're going to stay right around that 70-degree mark into our next work week. Again, a scant shower or two possible next week, but nothing sustained like we saw this week. Mid to lower 60s through Saturday for the Tri-Cities. We should see some clearing by Saturday afternoon and plenty of sunshine by Sunday. So for your Friday, chilly conditions, cloudy conditions, could see showers late morning, early afternoon Tri-Cities, afternoon to your evening hours for the Blue Mountain region. Much nicer this weekend.
Recovery from the explosive Gray wildfire in eastern Washington continues. State Department of Transportation crews are replacing approximately 2,000 feet of burned guardrail along I-90 this month, which was destroyed by the Gray fire. WashDOT says it's necessary to do it now before winter. Medical Lake resident Todd Miner says there are still many people in his community in desperate need right now. Miner says it's encouraging to hear about the restoration plan.
Oh, I think it's great that they're restoring it. I mean, those are important safety aspects that we need for our highways and roads. So,
WashDOT says the goal is to improve safety for drivers on the road by replacing burned guardrails, fences, posts, and trees. The repair project is expected to continue through the end of October. I'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Christmas may be 3 months away, but those holiday deals are about to drop.
The countdown is on. Target Circle Week is coming.
So there's no question that retailers are responding to the pressure from consumers to be stocked earlier and start identifying for them what they should be focusing on for their holiday purchasing.
Target Circle Week launches Sunday, touting big discounts, like spend $100 on toys and you'll save $25, or spend $50 on household essentials and you'll receive a $15 Target gift card. Walmart launching its official holiday campaign next Monday.
Walmart's Baby Days deals is back.
Best Buy is trying a new approach, dropping limited quality deals that are available only through its mobile app. So how can you lock in the most Yuletide savings right now? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. with your GMA First Look. I'm Becky Worley, ABC News, Oakland, California.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I feel free to bare my skin thanks to Skyrizi. I'm celebrating my clearer skin my way. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. In another study, most people had 90% clearer skin even at 5 years. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Thanks to clearer skin with Skyrizi, this is my moment. There's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. The Sunnyside School District says the high school and Harrison Middle School had to be put in lockdown yesterday afternoon because someone called 911 talking about a shooting at Sunnyside High. 2 nearby elementary schools were put into secure and teach protocol. Sunnyside police went through the entire building and did not find any sign of a shooting or even any evidence of a gun. Officials were able to confirm that students were safe within about an hour of that 911 call. 2 juveniles have been arrested for assault and theft in Walla Walla. According to Walla Walla police, 2 juveniles entered a Shell station Wednesday night. One allegedly paid for an item while the other grabbed alcohol and ran out of the store. About 40 minutes later, police say the pair appeared to attempt the same tactic at a Chevron. Yesterday, both suspects were arrested without incident. Approximately 20,000 gallons of gasoline and groundwater mixture has been recovered from the sump beneath the Marcus Whitman Hotel in Walla Walla. An estimated 1,500 to 3,000 gallons of which is recovered gasoline. Staff at the wastewater treatment plant have been monitoring the wastewater system throughout the incident and have observed no evidence of gasoline entering the system. And monitoring of Mill Creek continues to detect no evidence of contaminants entering the waterway. The city of Yakima is struggling to come up with a solution to help sustain firefighting services over the next couple of years, and their latest idea has hit a dead end. They held a meeting with local fire departments and districts to see if they'd be interested in combining services to form a regional fire authority. Doing so would give the city's fire department more revenue options. But nearby agencies like East Valley, Sela, and West Valley Fire and Rescue said they're happy being on their own at this time. The Center for Latino Leadership is pushing back on a ruling on a lawsuit that invalidated the political map for the 15th Legislative District. The decision ruled the map was drawn in a way that unfairly split up Latino voters into different districts, making it harder to group together and elect a candidate of their choice. The state has until February of next year to put a new map in place. If they don't, the court will take over the process to make sure a new map is in place for the 2024 election. The Yakima YWCA is working on getting this funding for a second shelter. Sela man Brian Harris, whose daughter Emily Harris was murdered by her husband in 2020, is working to help. Living in a dog cage for a little over 3 days this week, he was able to raise more than $72,000 for the YWCA in honor of his daughter. That brings the total to more than $522,000 the family has been able to raise for the organization in the past 3 years. A 19-year-old is dead after a fatal crash inside Granger city limits last night. According to Washington State Patrol, a 19-year-old man was driving southbound on State Route 223 at Indian Church Road. Around 6 p.m., the vehicle left the roadway before coming to rest on its top inside of the canal. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office has identified a man found dead in the city of Mesa. The Sheriff's Office says a 911 call led to the discovery of the body of 53-year-old Robert Shervinell in a camp trailer on a vacant lot across from the Mesa Post Office on First Avenue. An autopsy will take place today to determine how he died. The Sheriff's Office says it has interviewed 2 people of interest, but has not made any arrests. Lourdes Health is rolling out a new partnership with Senior Life Solutions to help meet the mental health needs of those 65 and older. Lourdes Health Senior Life Solutions is an intensive outpatient program to help patients suffering from anxiety and depression related to life changes that are associated with aging. Services are provided such as group therapy, family group sessions, education for aftercare, planning, and much more.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. Quite a lot of cloud coverage out there today, and we expect more of it into at least tomorrow morning for the mid-Columbia. So all this cloud coverage coming in from the west, even a little bit of shower activity to our southwest and just to the south of Pendleton. We do expect some shower activity, at least a chance of it late morning, mid-Columbia into the early afternoon, possibly in the early evening to overnight, just before overnight period for the Blue Mountain region. So keep an eye out for a little bit of shower activity. Currents, we are chilly in Ellensburg, 38. Other than that, mid to upper 40s, lower 50s. Our highs today are going to be about 15 degrees off of our averages for this time of year. Wind speed taking a break today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Again, breezy conditions at times, but looking at mostly light winds through Sunday. Will pick up as we get to our next work week, as we get to our first week of October. So our highs today, lower 60s throughout most of our regions. Ellensburg 61. Rarely is Ellensburg warmer than Toppenish, but that is the case today. In the mid-Columbia, mostly 63s, 60 for Prosser, and over in the Blue Mountain region, mid to lower 60s. We're going to take a little while warming up for the mid-Columbia and Blues, mid 60s tomorrow. Looks like upper 60s for Yakima area tomorrow. And then by the time we get to Sunday, plenty of sunshine, highs in the upper 60s and lower 70s, and we'll stay there into our next work week. But a chilly and possibly a wet Friday is ahead. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Your local news is back tonight at 5.